This summer has definitely got more interesting for all the NBA fans. Large trades, blockbuster signings, new rules, and almost fantasy-like lineups have been created in the past 2 weeks. One of the most interesting things about this free agency for any Warriors fan is the possible Ben Simmons to the Golden State Warriors trade, which becomes real with each passing day. Earlier this year, we discussed this potential move, but after countless debates among Dub Nation and the Warriors front office decision to turn down the Philadelphia 76ers offer, a lot of questions were raised by basketball fans. Whether Ben Simmons would be a good fit for the Dubs. How can the Warriors acquire the young fella? And would it be the best choice for the Bay squad? Today, we'll try to get all the answers. In this video, we will try to predict what would be the value of Ben Simmons in case the Warriors would go for the trade. Also, I would really like to hear your opinion, as I'm very curious what you, my dear subscribers, NBA fans, and just passing by viewers, think about the Dubs' future. Now grab some snacks, get yourself comfortable, and enjoy this video. But before that, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell to get updates on our latest NBA content. Let's keep rolling. If you watched the playoffs last season, you are aware of Ben Simmons' dismal offseason performance. After that showing, Ben Simmons appears to be on his way out of Philadelphia. The Warriors were reportedly interested in acquiring the 24-year-old, and they even received an offer from the Philadelphia 76ers, which included Andrew Wiggins, young star James Wiseman, 2 first-round picks from the 2021 draft, and 2 first-round selections for an Australian native point guard. This offer was called a joke by the majority of analytics around the league, and rightfully so. The Warriors declined the trade offer, but after some time they expressed their interest in acquiring an ex-All-Star for a more comfortable price. And while Simmons and the Dubs do not appear to be a great fit, it might work. Actually, this whole dilemma is one of the hottest topics around the NBA right now, and it has divided not only fan bases but even analysts into 2 opposing sides. Even the Warriors themselves don't really know the answer whether they need Ben Simmons or not, while the young man is counting down the days, each one becoming longer and longer, till he can escape Philadelphia. And not only are the Warriors on the edge of their seats, but so are many other teams who would like a superstar point guard to join their team. To make it easier for you to decide, I have made the list of the biggest pros and cons of this potential move. So at the end of this video, you will be the one to decide what's better for the Golden team. Let's start with an obvious drawback. Ben Simmons is a very pricey asset for the Warriors. In order to make the whole thing work, the Dubs would certainly have to give up some of their biggest weapons. Andrew Wiggins would definitely have to go to match the salaries. James Wiseman would also be traded in most cases, even if the Sixers would give away Simmons for the lowest price possible. As of now, it is almost impossible to figure out what the trade package would be. As we have previously seen, the Sixers have really high hopes regarding Ben Simmons, but the Warriors quickly brought Philadelphia's dreams back down to earth. Some of the young players and future first-round picks might be traded away to get Simmons, so once again the Warriors are on a crossroads. They would have to choose, sacrificing future success or not capitalizing on Stephen Curry's prime. A tough choice, that's for sure. Now, let's talk about the positive side of this potential move. Acquiring Ben Simmons is the first aggressive move from the Dubs front office to try improving Golden State's chances to get deep in the playoffs next season. So far, the Warriors have been very methodical in their approach during this offseason. They chose not to trade away picks, drafted solid young players, and now are planning to develop them to solidify future success. In one of my previous videos, I have covered this topic, and I do think that drafting was the right decision for the Dubs. However, after the news that Kelly Oubre Jr. was unlikely to stay with the team, the fanbase desperately started to look for someone to fill the gap. The role Ben Simmons usually plays might not be the most fitting one to replace Kelly Oubre Jr., but he might bring something new to this team with his unique play style. Speaking of Simmons' play style, we gotta move to the next negative side of the possible trade between the Bay and Philadelphia. While the way Ben plays is not necessarily a bad one, and he has proved on multiple occasions that he deserves to be called the superstar, his style is still unorthodox and might not be suitable for the majority of the NBA teams. The Warriors might be one of those teams. Ben Simmons simply does not rely on shooting at all. He has a great basketball IQ for the most part, except that horrendous pass-out dunk, has great passing skills overall, is an exceptional versatile defensive player, and is a capable finisher at the rim, as well as a decent rebounder. But adding another player without a jump shot might be an awful idea for a team like the Golden State Warriors. Why? Simply put, the Dubs already have a big man who has a similar set of traits like Simmons: Draymond Green. This man is a defensive anchor, a prominent passer, a basketball genius in terms of setting the right play, etc., but he also cannot shoot for his dear life. He actually could back in the day, but Green's scoring skills have decreased significantly during all those years, and now we have a player who often is left open due to his lack of shooting. Now imagine the Warriors acquiring Ben Simmons, who would take the point guard position with Draymond Green as a power forward. It's atrocious spacing, to say the least. Even considering the fact that the current Dubs squad have the two greatest shooters in the history of the game at their disposal, it's still not the best situation for the Golden team. Stephen Curry and Ben Simmons versus Klay Thompson and Draymond Green in a three-point shooting contest. Who you got? Just joking. Even though Ben's style doesn't appear to match with the current Dubs game plan, there are still a lot of positives he can bring to the Bay. Let's talk about them. Ben Simmons is a baller, and don't let the recency bias fool you. He is. Ben has been consistent for all 4 years since his rookie year, with the Sixers putting up at least 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists almost every year he played. Even though he lacks shooting, he compensates it with his all-around ability to play ball. He feeds teammates, does the dirty work in the post, and hustles like a madman defending all 5 positions when he needs to. The fans who are hating on Simmons now are the same ones who claimed that he should have been a favorite to win this year's DPOY. It has been reported that Simmons appears to be unmotivated and simply doesn't seem to be interested in actually playing the game of basketball. But I'm 100% sure that under Draymond Green's guidance, Ben would develop a winning mentality. Green isn't a man to mess with, even if you are on the same team as him. Shout out KD. Steve Kerr would also play an important part in Simmons' future development, and who knows, maybe we would even see Ben developing an effective jump shot. I think that the biggest problem of Ben Simmons is the lack of mentality needed to win big, and it might really change with the Golden State Warriors, the team known for its prominent development system and extremely talented veterans who lead the young players to success. And what do you think? Do you think that Ben Simmons is a great fit with the Dubs? Do you think that the Warriors should acquire Ben Simmons if they have an opportunity to? Do you consider Simmons a bad player? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. And once again, make sure to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button to catch up with the best NBA content. If you like this video, make sure to watch my other videos about recent NBA news. Thank you for watching.